Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Baldur's Gate 3 and our honourable adventures with Moven Gurga Jones.
Scorch marks. Watch your step. Caution, tread lightly and so forth.
And so forth indeed, my friend. How are we going to deal with this? I don't think it's got a lock on any of us, because if it had, we'd kind of already know it. Oh no, wait a minute. It's got a lock on Hook Horror, and we don't want that. So you, my friend, scuttle over. Good lad. We are still 1,000 XP away from level 5. That sucks. Because I really want to be at level 5. Let's see what we can do. Let's move Will there. How is he still targeted? There's like a wall in the way. Or is there? Okay, there's not a wall in the way. Dang it. Hook Horror, you can move back a bit maybe? Definitely a wall in the way, right? I think there is. Good. Will is going to be our key to getting into this tower. Let's see. Let's come to here. Give it a bit of the old dollar. 14 damage. It's good going. Although it seems as though we failed to get far enough out of sight. Which is unfortunate. What if we... Okay. Kind of works. Now Hook Horror is still being targeted, but maybe that's fine. Because I think we can take this guy out now. Nope. It's too sturdy for that hit. The reason I'm using Will is because they're not particularly worried about force damage. They're not resistant to it like there are a lot of other things. So I feel like Will is a safe bet. We're definitely safe there. That line is just making shit up, I feel. Maybe to be on the safest of safe sides, we'll just pull everyone else back a bit. We probably only need to take out 2 at the most. We might be able to get away with just taking out 1. If we then jump up onto there. Because I'm not sure if that one can spin around and attack behind. Cool, so that's the first one taken out. We got 40 XP for that, so that's nice. Now, Will, can you jump up from here to there? It's too high, and it says path interrupted as well, so probably not. So maybe we do need to take out turret number 2. Okay, that one took a few hits, but down it went. And that's the main thing. Now, Karlach, you're a sneaky type. If you'd like to make your way down to below, and with the Susa flower in inventory, we can pick this lock and gain access to our tower. Should be fine. Yeah. There goes our flower into the generator. And we're switched on. Now the turret's shut down, although those 2 had already been shot, so I don't know what they're up to. But there are 2 other turrets inside that haven't been shot. And I'm pretty sure we can still get XP from them. So what else might we want to do in here? Grab some ingredients. We're not going to go all the way up to the top just yet. There's an honor mode fight up there. And we do want to do it, obviously. But again, we'll hold off until we're level 5. I am kind of worried that we might have to fight the Dweger, though, near the beach. Before we get to 5, and that would be awful. So I'm going to try and avoid that if I can.
Wizard's Tower is his sanctum. Private place for research and respite. But as this wizard's not home, I say we take a peek.
Of course you do.
Moving ahead.
Nosy man. So what have we got? We've got Timisk spores. Very handy. Got Tongue of Madness. Also rather useful. And then up here we've got the other turrets. We've also got this chest of the mundane, so we'll snatch its contents. I can't pick up the chest anymore. I think they changed that at some point. Weighs 100. Jeez. Yeah, I was kind of considering that if you could still pick it up and carry it about, I was going to fill it with smoke powder barrels. But if you can't pick it up, then that's off the menu. We'll get some free XP from these turrets though, whilst we're here. Lovely. And then we could go further up the tower right now. Or we could just leave and come back later. Yeah, let's speak to Amalion. Get this quest finished.
I greet you, child of the sun. How has your search for the mushrooms fared?
Pretty well. We've found those mushrooms.
These are fine specimens. It will only take me a moment to brew them to proper potency.
Convenient.
Everyone turns away to prepare the potion, lost in its own musings.
You must drink the entire draught. I can make no promises as to its taste.
Well, down the hatch.
The acidic liquid tightens your throat, burning on the way down. It's a bolt of agony straight to your stomach.
Not a drop left. Very good. As the potion influences your mind, you may find yourself acting irrationally. Try and stay focused.
The world loses its edges, its finer boundaries. You are fluid, but trapped like a creature suspended in amber.
So what have we got? Intelligence or wisdom? It's not going to go well. Maybe we should just stare into the swirling abyss.
You're sinking into a starless void that has no end. The connection between mind and body draws thin and tight. The tadpole spasms, seizes. It's fighting the potion even harder than you are. Fear pierces your mind like knives of ice. The parasite digs deeper, as if it needs to hollow out your skull.
Fear? We're not familiar with that, even a little bit.
The cold blades lose their edge. You are stalwart, turning that tide of fear against itself. The parasite swells with power. More power than you have ever felt before. It surges and twists, lashing out against that which would dare to intrude. The parasite in your mind quiets, pleased with itself.
Omeluum, are you well?
That lava is like nothing I have ever observed before. Its power is unsettling.
I felt it grow inside me. It's more power than ever.
Such an outcome was not in my calculations. There is more to this being than mere stasis.
So what's next? Cutting off my own head?
Such crude destruction may not waylay a lava like this. But there is another possibility. I possess a ring of mind shielding. It prevents elder brains from noticing my presence. It will not remove the lava, but it will limit its influence, both positive and negative. I would offer it as a gift, but in truth, the ring is priceless. Is there anything you could offer me in turn?
No, it's fine. Keep your ring.
A bold strategy. It is not many that can defeat their own minds. If you require it on another occasion, merely ask.
We're not that
Have you
first.
spoken with Skris lately?
Did we get any XP for that quest?
Yes.
I'm not
She was
sure.
cataloging Kohotuan fertility rituals.
I don't think we get any for just wrapping it up fully.
Or perhaps after I finish my...
You return. Have you changed your mind about the ring?
No, I just want to have a look at your inventory. Do you have anything that we need to buy? It's only $200 for the ring. There's the Boots of Stormy Clamour, which could potentially be useful, but I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what sort of build I'm going for on Gale, which is probably not great for an honor mode challenge. But that's where we stand. How much would it cost to buy the ring? Okay, so if we offer coin, it just opens up the trade menu again. Very well.
If you wish to acquire the ring later, you need only ask.
Thanks, Amaluan. No, we're still poisoned, but that's fine.
Is my
What's the next plan? We do have Glut and his hook horror to help us fight the Dweger if we need to. So that's something we could consider. But we could always get a second hook horror later, I think, because there's corpses hanging around. So we could go back to the surface and kill some gobbos and see if we can get some XP that way. I don't know if there's any easy XP left down here in the Underdark. I think there might only be difficult XP. So yeah, maybe let's go back to goblins. Well, don't you worry about us, Glut. We'll come back and collect you later.
I will refresh myself near Spore's circle.
You do that. Good man. So we've got a bunch of gobbos and whatnot around about. Well, we did have. We killed a lot of them, didn't we? We got that bugbear for some reason. We got the goblin children. And we got Brawler Rot and Crawler. What are you doing, Rot? Everyone's like dead. I feel like this is a fight we could win. So let's stand behind Crawler for a moment. Then use top
Your
stealth.
violence hasn't gone unnoticed. It's about to be returned in kind.
Oh no. A fight against two gobbos. Should be fine. Yeah, there goes Crawler. Where is Brawler Rot? Over there. Bugbear's still not in the fight. What an idiot. We've apparently got another turn, perhaps.
This is making my
Oh.
head hurt.
Good. Victory is ours. No, where's that buggo gone? He's over here again.
You're being
Oof, that was a good
arrested
hit.
for assault. Judging by the look on this guard's face, you're getting off lightly.
How about you die? Is that okay? You're on 3 HP. Curses. Well. Okay, this isn't going great. We could potentially knock you out.
A wizard's
There we
quite
go.
worthless with a tired mind. Sleep and I would follow.
I'll stop moaning. It'll be fine, Gale. No, who's that chatting? No one else around, is there? This lot are all dead. Never mind. We'll stroll inside, see what's happening in there. So we've got a handful of little shites in here. Shouldn't be too hard to best them. Bam.
There's a time and a place for smashing, but it appears this isn't it. You're getting locked up.
I think you'll find it's always a time and a place for smashing. So we'll start by heading up top. And then, can we get behind you? Not fully. Okay, but you can't shove us off, and that's good. Now Mo does have another attack. Let's see if we can't thin down the numbers. Good. Now this lot can have their go, I guess. It's not worked out hugely well for them. So what are we doing? Will? You shadow blading people? Apparently not. It's worth a try. Gale. Let's miss that. So that used up our channel divinity, perhaps, and it missed. That's bullshit. Oh, that's going to trigger an attack of opportunity. Okay. We'll stay at ground level. We'll get a kill there, at least. Do we want to stay up top with Karlach? She's got a bow. So she could use it to ruin people's day. Maybe she does stay up top. Because we're not easily getting up to Sharp Eye Gruz. Do we take out the level 1 just because we want to reduce the numbers? Maybe. We'll go invisible again. So that's good. We don't seem to opportunity attack when we're invisible, which is a shame. Didn't even give us the option to do it. Now Gale and Will. So Will... Nice damage, very good. Gale, do you want to stay down there and just see if you can't finish that guy off? You didn't, okay. Oh piss, I already forgot about opportunity attacks, but thankfully that didn't bite us in the butt. So that's good damage from Karlach. We like this. That's a good hit. And yeah, we use a shield. Yeah, still got hit. What a pain. Let's get to high ground. Although, is that going to trigger another opportunity attack? Yeah, it is. What a bloody fool. I've forgotten twice now about that. Good. Now, do we stay up here and ping this one? It's worth a try. Didn't pay off, but it was worth a go. Ouch. Will for the win? Wonderful. Suppose we can afford a short rest. I should be not worrying too much about short resting. I should do it basically whenever I feel the need. And long resting. Even on honor mode, we're going to be swimming in supplies. You would think. That's got us a little closer to level. Maybe helping out Halsin would be a good bet. Might get some quest XP as well as some goblin killing XP. Don't think it matters if these guards join the fight either.
What are they delaying for?
If the child runs out and lures them into the fight, I think that's probably better for us than if we fight them outside and accidentally cause a bigger ruckus. Because in here we'll have Halsin on side.
See? It squealed! Hit it again! Keep your hands steady, 3. Again! Again! Make it squeal again.
He's helpless, let him go.
It's staying right here. The beast came in here with those robbers, killed Dink and Mince too. Boss is thinking of serving it to the wargs. But first, 3 more stones. Make it nice and bloody.
Yeah! Hit his head! I want to hear more noises!
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
I'm putting an end to this now. Cool. So let's get on with the fight. We got buggers over here. We got Butcher Vrak and Beastmaster Zerk. So do we deal with them? Do we wonder about... Is there a guard up here or has he already joined the fight? We definitely want to spread out a bit. So Karlach can come up here. And we'll try and deal some good damage to the Butcher down there. Beastmaster is going to try and let the wargs out. Oh, and he's going to summon a spider. Well, we probably want him down then, because we don't want this spider hanging around. So, let's see. Good start. Yeah, you get the others. Now, we could try and take down the spider. But I do think going after our friend over there might be best. We can hit him this turn. We'll risk the opportunity attack. Yeah. Oh, piss. Every time a reckless attack, we miss anyway. It's the worst. I hate it. Okay, you're going after Halsin. Good. Bit of magic missile for Zerk. Oh, we got him. Good. So that's the spider out of the way. We like this. 3, you can bugger off. Plig's up there. He's the other guard I was wondering about. I've never seen him up there before, but here we are. And he's just dashed in to get absolutely mashed by Halsin. I mean, Cave Bear. Grease pot? Yeah. That's why we spread the crew out a bit. How do we fire a shot with Karlach? What? Can she hit you from here? Apparently so. The camera is all over the shop. It's not helping masses. Will, you can come in without slipping on grease, right? Good damage. You two bugger off and get some guards. Hopefully this won't aggro the whole camp, but even if it does, we'll just be careful. Now we want to prepare for the wargs. Right, some of the guards are coming. This is good. The house is going straight up to meet them. Fantastic. I think Karlach can help, I guess. By immediately killing one. Will, this gate is still pretty strong. Do you want to do anything about that, or do you want to just try and get up and join this fight? Yeah, that's a positive contribution. We like this. Mo can stay down there. And these buggers are bringing in warg companions and then hiding. That's clever. So Gale, maybe stay down here? Help Mo with the warg? That's the second companion. And again they're hiding. But that's a hell of a hit from Cave Bear. So Warg Companion 1 is going down pretty quick. Lovely. Now, I guess we don't want to open this gate. We want to let the wargs do it, so it costs them an action. Excellent. It's got quite a lot of HP, which means rolling a natural 1 is not amazingly helpful. Again, that's good damage from our bear friend. Now, Will. Piss. Karlach. You can get pretty close. Not terribly close. Pretty close. And then Mo can start smacking up this warg and do pretty good damage. Oh yeah, I raged, didn't I? And then I just let it lapse. That was silly of me, one might say. I'd say it. And I know what I'm talking about when it comes to silly. Now, what you can do, Gale? Bam. That one actually connected. And it looks like we've set the place on fire. On fire? We've electrified the place. So that wolf might also just generally get electrocuted. Which would be fun. I hadn't intended that. Good, there goes Warg. Which means we're free to clean up the gobbos. Ah, 1 HP. Go on then. Treat ourselves to a little flourish. Can we reach that one for a poke? Not quite. What if we jump? Up. Okay, wasn't worth it.
The cost.
So down you go. That bugger did get electrocuted. What does that do for us? Takes extra damage on the start of its turn. Great. And now it's shocked, and we're out of here. I think that goblin's probably not long for this world. And so it's just one warg. Pretty successful fight. Well, are you going to wrap it up for us? It's fights like this that make me think I'm being too cautious by refusing to fight
Pardon the
things.
viscera. One should cherish all of nature's bounty, but goblin guts are quite far down the list. You aided a bear without knowing if it would savage you. A true friend of nature. Or perhaps a lunatic. Either way, I owe thanks. I am the druid Halsin.
I'm glad I could help, but I spoke to Nessie. She said you could help with the parasite in my head.
Parasite in your head? You mean you have one of them? Oak Father preserve you, child. You're infected, aren't you? The Mind Flayer's spawn.
That's what I said, yes.
But something's different. You're aware of the monster inside you. You don't bow to the Absolute like the true souls do. How is this possible?
Just amazing, really. I don't know.
You weren't speaking lightly when you said you needed help. Let me tell you what I know. I've been studying these parasites for a while now. Ever since I discovered these so-called true souls are infected with them. Someone is using very powerful magic to modify these tadpoles. They're using them to exert control over the infected. I'm sorry to say, I can't undo that magic, which means I can't cure you. But that doesn't mean I can't help. I didn't find what I came here for, a way to remove the tadpoles, but I found the next best thing. I found out where they come from. That must be where these enchantments are placed on them. And it's where you'll find your cure.
Well, that sounds pretty great. You learned this from your studies?
Indeed. After we dealt with the drow that ambushed us, Nettie and I were able to inspect the corpse. And the creature that slithered out of it. I had no idea anyone beyond their ranks was infected. You have my sincere sympathies.
So that magic you mentioned, not normal then for these parasites?
No, this is different. Altered. The magic used is beyond me. It's either not of this world or so ancient as to be lost to even nature's memory.
What should I do?
I overheard that the cultists are sending all of their captives to Moonrise Towers. Innocents go in, true souls come out. Given that all of these true souls are infected, it has to be the source for this magic. If you want to find a cure, you must head there and discover how the tadpoles are being manipulated.
Well, at least I know what to do now. Thanks for that.
Wait, I could help you find a cure. But I need to settle matters here first. I've no right to ask more of you. But if you could help me, I'd be free to join your journey to Moonrise. I cannot allow these butchers to threaten my grove. The natural order must be protected.
Korga was swayed by the Shadow Druids, you know. She nearly sealed the grove.
Korga. I should have suspected she'd take things too far. I'll deal with her when I can. But there are other matters to attend to before that. Help me kill the leaders of this horde, save my grove, then I will help you. 3 deaths could win us peace. The Drow Minthara, the Hobgoblin Dror Ragzlin, and that perversion of a priestess, Gut. They are the ones holding these parasites together. Remove them, and nature will cure itself.
I'll deal with this. You get to safety.
There is no safety. Not while this rot festers. Once it is cut out, once the grove is secure, then I shall leave.
Okay, wait here until it's done.
My thanks. If you prevail, I'll owe you the debt of a lifetime. May Sylvanas guide your hand. Focus on the leaders. That's all it will take to restore the balance here.
Yeah, the leaders are important, but everyone else is also worth XP, so we're going to kill them all, if that's okay. Maybe we could use you down the line. I'm not sure if we can come back and get you in a bit. But we don't want to worry about having you now, because you're a bit of a loose cannon. Why does Mo need so much more XP than Will? I guess Will's been gaining XP from inspirations because of all the good deeds we've been doing. So what's going on out here? Yeah, everyone out here is still pretty relaxed by the look of it. We don't want people to get too unrelaxed before we're ready. Do we need anything from Roa? She's probably going to move on at some point. Maybe after things start getting a bit frisky.
That the jingle of coin I hear? You've timed it well, my friend. Already turned quite the profit today, so I'm feeling generous. You recognize the crest she bears, the winged serpent of the Zentarim.
So what business do you have in a goblin camp?
You joking? Goblins sell the best prisoners. Cheap, quiet, and eager to be elsewhere. Till this crowd converted and started sending their captives to Moonrise Towers, at least. No complaints, mind. I just sold enough smoke powder to cover the loss 10 times over.
What do you know about Moonrise?
All I need to. There's an awful lot of folk flowing that way. And coin is sure to follow. Might have to find my faith and see this absolute for myself, eh? Still some deals to be done here, though. You want to trade or what?
Go on then. So, what does Roa carry? And what do we carry that we could sell? Do you want to sell much? Nothing hugely exciting going on. Just bought a scimitar +1 Karlach. That's about it, really.
Pleasure.
So, what's next on the agenda? We could clear out this front room of gobos, perhaps. Let's bring the crew up this side. Then let's separate Karlach.
What next?
Bring her down here. Do you want to stand next to that gate, Karlach? Good. No one is watching you. Good chance of success. Here we go. And now, if you would care to run away. Adjourn with the rest of the gang up here. I'm hoping that some spiders are going to come out and say hello in their own special way, with fangs and whatnot. Sometimes they'll just come out of their own accord and attack people. Where are they? I can't even see the buggers. They're not already dead for some reason. Right? I wouldn't think so. We could probably pop in and speak to them, but then that could get us in trouble.
Yes, my desire. Closer, my sweet. I will wrap you and bind you and bite you and eat you.
Yeah, you should eat a goblin instead. They're delicious. Need a good roll. Ooh. Blimey.
Delicious, I do not know. But cruel and sharp, yes. Bindable and wrappable and biteable, yes.
Excellent. So we have Got some spiders on side. Now we can get involved in the scrap in general. Crew, do you want to get involved?
You attacked someone. Only the guards are allowed to do that, as this one is about to demonstrate.
Yeah, you do that, Gribbo. Now it's all kicking off. Well, it looks like we're still in 2 separate fights. Not sure what's going on there. Let's break that wardrobe open. And then we could give Gribbo a shove. Now, Gale, do you want to... Oh no, it's Will. I keep confusing these two. Do you want to join this fight? Okay, it looks like the 2 fights are now combined. Wonderful. So, Gale. Only 65%. Not thrilled with that. Whereas if we do a bit of this... Ooh. And a bit of that. Don't get caught in the crossfire here, Will. Wonderful. That couldn't have worked out much better. Aside from actually killing Gribbo and Grease, but we wounded them. You little shit. Oh god. Come on, Carla. Yeah, you stay there. Guard the high ground. Will can certainly kill that bugger. Oh, come on, Will. We moved you out of the fire. Idiot. Yeah, you kill the gobos. Ouch. Jesus. Not happy with that damage. Or that lack of damage. Should have probably raged. Maybe I'll rage next turn. Why have we got disadvantage on things anyway? We're poisoned, that's why. But another spider might be coming into the rumble, that's good. How about we deal with this bugger? If they're gonna ruin Gale's day, then yeah, hide behind that column. So you're healing people. We don't want that. You might be able to heal people as well if you're another devout novice type. Good. Well then, Carlet. Get dead, Gribbo. And then, if we can avoid the fire, but stand next to this guy, that's great. We might have to deal with the spiders after all the gobos are down. I can shout too. Rawr. Now, can we cleave and make both of those buggers bleed? Wonderful. More spider? Or is that... Yeah, there's only 2 spiders, it's just this one's taken all day to get into the fight. That explains it. Curing yourself? Cheeky. Now, does Karlach have a shot? She does. Wonderful. Back up we go. Yeah, Mrak is not long for this world, it seems. Potentially. I was going to say we shove him on the fire. That helps matters. Another gobbo down. 50 XP. We like that. Bam. Now, spiders are going upstairs. They're going to carry on the fight. Will, would you like to walk around the fire? Good. Would everyone care to join us without standing in the fire? Gale? Very good. That definitely brought us close to another level.
A night's sleep would do me wonders.
You've literally just had a short rest, Gale. Spiders are going over this way. Or are they going in? They're fighting Jorah Ragzlin and crew. Well, that's a fight we don't want any part of right now. If they do want to knock off some of the sidekicks, that'd be great. But I feel like this lot aren't going to last long. It's already down quite a bit. There's wargs coming in to help out. I would get involved, but Jorah Ragzlin himself is going to get involved. There he is. We don't want any of that at this point in time, because he can do all sorts of crazy shit, basically. I think it's that anytime any of his crew are attacked, he can give them action surge. Okay, down goes one. Maybe we'll pull back a bit, just to make it very clear that we are not in this fight. But yeah, those spiders are basically toast. There we go. 10 HP. It did well. It did what we needed it to do. Now, where else can we get smidgens of XP? There's gobbos outside we can fight, that we haven't yet killed. Yeah, everything in there is settled down. Would we get XP for killing these gobbos over here? Or do we not, because we've already talked our way past them? Oh wait. The ogres are still here. I thought I'd buggered up. It's been a little while since I played Mo. But I thought I'd ruined any chance I had of getting the ogres on side. Maybe I did, but they're still here. Lump.
Temptation knocks.
I don't suppose there's any chance of getting the deal back on the table, is there?
Make me an offer. Tempt me.
Okay, there is. Yeah, I'll give you 500 gold.
A serenade to my ears and a boon to my belly. We've a bargain, my tasty kibble. Take my bone horn. One blow and the ground will quake with my family name. Use it when the need arises, and never a moment before.
Thanks, friend.
I will keep close. When you are ready, sound the horn.
You got it, boss. Cool, so we can still get that done then. Cost us 500 gold, which in the long run is not worth much. But it could mean the difference between getting to higher levels or not. It could mean the difference between surviving difficult fights in Act 1 and not doing so. And there we go. That's actually also gained us XP. Will is levelling up. And we've finally reached level 5 on someone. Class features. Deepened Pact. We get an extra attack with our Pact weapon, so now Will can do 2 attacks per turn. That's huge. Eldritch Invocation. Do we want Repelling Blast? It could be useful to just push people about. So I think we'll take it. What spells might we require? Counter spell is generally huge. So let's grab it. So that's 1/4 of the crew. Karlach's almost there. If we could just fight a handful of goblins and get XP from them, that should be another level. Karlach. Now, did we at any stage fight the intellect devourers back near the very first checkpoint? I'm not sure. I'm also not sure if just strolling around these roads gets you any exploration XP. So that's two things I'm not sure about. It gets us some honey, maybe. Yeah, let's pop back to the Overgrown Ruins. I feel like maybe we didn't fight these intellect devourers. They can one-shot you at low levels pretty easily. But we're not low level anymore.
Can't let these things escape the wreckage.
That's very true, Karlach. So, how would you like to jump up here? Good damage. Yeah, one of the first indications for a lot of players that honor mode is going to be a whole new kettle of fish is when these buggers start throwing ranged attacks at you. But luckily that's one down. Will can't demonstrate his 2 attacks per turn because they're a bit far away. He has got double Eldritch Blast now. Now what are you up to? Not a lot. And then I probably wasted that shield. I didn't need to spend a spell slot there. And there we go. Karlach is now leveled as well. So this will be her final level of Ranger. And she's going to get an extra attack because of it. What spell might she want? Spike Growth? I've heard it's useful, but Silence is also very useful. I'm not sure if we've been to Harpy Beach yet. And that would be some more XP that we could certainly get. Although with only 100 and something needed for the crew, maybe a goblin fight to get everyone up to level 5 is the next step. I assume the gobos over here will be worth at least 100 XP. And I assume we'll get XP from fighting them, even though we talked our way past them before. So let's split the group. Gale, would you like to stand up here somewhere? And Karlach. Generally speaking, Karlach is going to be a melee character down the line, but we'll put her up here for now. Where is she anyway? There she is. Why doesn't she come up?
Soldier?
Get up there. That one's probably worth like 5 XP because it's level 1, but still.
You sought a fight, and now you have one.
Hooray! Oh, 20 XP for that one. Nice. And then we do have a second attack on Karlach, so Olak can take a hit as well.
Unleash me.
Yeah, we'll unleash you, Gale. Let's think. Don't need to unleash you too hard though, do we? But, yeah, just a fireball. An Ignis, if you will.
Go for the alarm.
Ah, you're going for the alarm. That's fine, it's only 3 more gobos. So we won't worry about that. We'll smack up these guys first. Bit of rage. Ugh. Excellent. Recovered that situation well. Now claw and small claw don't do a great deal. Ah, come on, Will. I didn't give you a second attack so you could miss one of them. Yeah, we'll let that guy ring the alarm. What's the worst that happens? Nice. Yeah, you boom your little drums. We're running out of enemies, so getting a few fresh ones in would be nice. Every bloody wing, it's a reckless attack required. Small Claw doesn't seem that inclined to do much of anything. There's a level up for us.
Today, you fool.
And there's another one. Outstanding work, Will. So, who's coming in? Wasp. Have some bees, Wasp.
No gloom, all doom.
And Small Claw can be lit up a little bit. There we go, we actually got a hit with Mo. Slux dashing into their demise. And Tud. What are you going to do, Tud? I mean, Armor of Agthis is a start, I guess. We will ignore that. We won't counterspell it. And then we will just ping you with arrows from up here. And break your concentration. Take that, Chud. As for Mo, big bounce. Whee! And another reckless attack is needed, but at least this one connects. Oh, Jesus. That guy fancies himself a hero. Well done, lad. I'm very impressed. And so the final level ups for 5. Pretty straightforward one, I think, here. Extra attack. And fast movement. Wonderful. As for Gale, we continue down the wizard path, I think. That was the plan, wasn't it? 2 and then 10, I think, was my plan. Hold person is generally amazing, so I think we'll take that. As for our second spell, Scorching Ray is generally good. We're not focusing fully on fire, though, are we? But it might still be nice. There is that fire acuity hat in Act 2. Cloud of Daggers, though, is also pretty amazing. But then Scorching Ray... Yeah, we'll take Scorching Ray. We're out short rests. We are going to start fighting heroic opponents next time. So what's the plan? Should we take a long rest now? And then think about which heroic fight we're going to start with next time. That might be a good bet.
You carry a Githyanki relic. I will have an explanation. Or your head.
Walk away. Now.
I won't warn you again.
Right, both of you stop squabbling.
Remove yourself if you are so easily offended. This is not your concern.
Nonsense.
You're just finally showing us what you really are. A reaver to the bone.
Spare your indignity. Every word that spills from your mouth is worth less than the last.
Again, stop this. There's no sense in us fighting with each other.
Incorrect. Judicious bloodletting settles feuds and roots out the weak, the deceitful.
Do you hear this, Tripe? Our lives are at stake, and she wants us to turn on each other.
No others. Just you and me.
What's this even about?
Lae'zel thinks I have something important to her people. She's deluded, clearly.
Lies. She carries an heirloom of my people. I must know why.
I mean, that's reasonable. And we don't need the Githyanki as enemies.
It's too late. You can't appease them. We have to do what's right for us. The artifact stays with me.
You think this can be settled with just words? No. Honor demands I take something from you.
So any ideas on how we settle this?
The bad blood must be purged. A jewel come first light.
You mean I'd get to prove you wrong and thrash you? I love it. Get some rest, Lae'zel. You'll need it. You had every chance to look the other way. But here we are. You chose this.
Spare me the justifications, coward.
If anyone asks, I'll say you were transforming. Don't expect to be mourned.
I'm right here, Shabby. Yeah, your petty quarrels disturbed my rest. Stop at once or I will make you stop. It's a half-orc only thing, so we've probably got a better roll on it than anything else. Ugh. Let's try again. Yeah. These two aren't even in my party, but I still don't want them to kill each other. Ugh. Yay! Jesus, that's most of our inspiration gone again.
She's a liability. It's the artifact we need, not her.
Let me up, and I'll show you.
We need her, Shadowheart. Give her a chance.
Can I do that, Lae'zel? Can I turn my back on you?
Never. Thieves aren't afforded such luxury.
Loosen the grip on your pride for one blasted moment, won't you? We needn't be enemies. There's plenty of those to go around already.
Stop holding a knife to her neck, then.
That we be friends?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Maybe you could be lovers? Just asking. No?
But imagine what we might achieve if we channeled some of that hostility back at our real foes, instead of each other. They wouldn't stand a chance.
Well, it looks like we're getting through the night without anyone dying horribly, so that's a start. And we've made it. We've survived another night, and we've got another bright, fresh day ahead of us next time. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.